I don't say this lightly. What's happening right now around Attorney General Pam Bondi and the Epstein case is something that could send shockwaves through the entire political landscape. And I want you to pay attention because this isn't just another headline. This is the kind of story that could change careers, shift alliances, and maybe even uncover truths that powerful people never wanted in the light. Now, before we dive into all of it, and trust me, there's a lot, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. If you believe in asking the hard questions and staying informed with honesty, that one click helps us keep doing this the right way. All right, Pam Bondi, a name most of us have known, respected, maybe even admired. She's been a fighter, especially in conservative circles, someone who stood her ground and earned her place. But the situation she's in right now, it's dangerous, it's volatile, and it all goes back to the Epstein files, a subject that's haunted the public imagination for years, and for good reason. So here's what went down. Bondi presented what was supposed to be bombshell evidence, information that would expose the deepest corners of the Epstein network, names, connections, possibly even video evidence. She gathered top influencers, some of the Trump administration's most loyal backers, including Kash Patel. Even the vice president was reportedly looped in. That's how serious this was. But then, the curtain dropped. What she showed them, it wasn't new. It wasn't explosive. It was information that had already been seen, already reported. Nothing concrete. And that's when the tide turned. These weren't just disappointed allies. These were people who felt betrayed, used, and publicly embarrassed. Some are saying she didn't know what was in those binders. Others think she knew exactly what she was doing. Either she was lazy or she was lying. And honestly, neither option feels good. If she didn't check her facts, how does someone in her position make that mistake? And if she did, what was the goal? There's even talk, and I'm being very careful here, but there's talk that Bondi might not have been acting on her own, that there are powerful forces, maybe even elements of shadow government, who've been pulling strings from behind the scenes. I can't prove that, but when you talk to high-level insiders, and when you track how carefully guarded the Epstein evidence has been for years, the picture that emerges is chilling. Let me tell you something I've said before. I never thought those full Epstein files would ever see the light of day. And not because they're lost or unverified or anything like that. No, I think, and this is just my informed opinion, there are names in there that would destroy the foundations of both political parties, the entertainment industry, the media, maybe even more. It would bring the house of cards crashing down. Megyn Kelly's already said she believes Pam Bondi will be the first to fall, the first to be quietly removed from Trump's inner circle. That's a bold prediction, and I'm not entirely convinced she's wrong. Trump values loyalty, yes, but he also values strength, clarity, and not making his movement look foolish. And right now, people are angry, really angry. If you've looked at conservative Twitter lately, it's brutal. Bondi's name is trending, and not in a good way. Supporters feel misled, and they're not being quiet about it. It's not just about the lack of new info. It's about trust. She was on camera, promising answers. She had the stage. And what came of it? Confusion, humiliation, silence. Now, am I saying she's finished? Not necessarily. Trump's a wild card. He might stick by her, at least for now, but the pressure is building. The backlash is real. And the people who felt burned by this, they're not going to forget easily. And that's why I'm telling you, keep your eyes on this one. Because the next few days, the next few hours could bring even more revelations. Whether she resigns, gets pushed out, or manages to hold on, this situation is far from over. If you want the truth, not the noise, not the spin, just the truth as it unfolds, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Because here, we'll keep watching, we'll keep asking the hard questions, and we won't back down.